What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. So this is a follow-up to a video I did about 2 days ago. DoorDash drivers are fed up with customers not tipping. The harsh realities of gig work. If you haven't checked that video out, the link will either be posted here, or in the description below. Make sure you check that video out. So this is a follow-up. In this video, I'm going to be taking the viewers inside the mind of some gig workers and how these gig workers truly feel about customers that do not tip. I want you to let me know in the comments below. Do you believe some gig workers or food delivery workers are entitled and they feel like a tip should be mandatory? And yeah, like I said, they believe a tip should be mandatory and not for exceptional service. So let's get into it.
Probably only a $1.50 tip. Still worth the money. 4 minutes later, I finally got it. So now we're headed to the drop off here.
Man, stop playing with me. What? On the first.
Probably only a.
So, literally in this video here, you have a food delivery worker. He literally goes out to drop off a patron's food, and I guess because they didn't tip or they didn't tip him enough, he literally kicked their bag of food. Let's play it one more time.
$1.50 tip. Still worth the money. 4 minutes later, I finally got it. So now we're headed to the drop off here.
Man, stop playing with me. What?
Totally unacceptable. Again, like I said, on a lot of these orders, you can see whether the customer tipped or not. So I'm confused as to why you would accept the order with no tip on there and then deliver the order, and then when you get to the customer's house, you want to tamper or play around with the food. I just don't understand it.
Aren't good people. This person with the name, like, I'm not even gonna say the name, just the ghetto name. Y'all are horrible people. You guys just aren't good. Like, for you to literally not tip $1. So this order I'm delivering for $2, guys. I'm trying to remain top dasher. You know, like, enough is enough. You guys.
Again, he knew how much the order tipped before he accepted it. He accepted it anyway because he wanted to keep a top dasher status, but yet he's going to complain. I mean, as adults, we can't keep complaining about something people are not doing and then continue to do the same exact thing over and over. That's absolutely asinine.
That's just terrible people. I hope you understand that nobody wants to take your order. You guys are absolute losers. You guys don't deserve to eat, okay? You deserve to starve. And, you know, it sucks because, like I said, I got to take these orders because that's the only way for me to remain and have access to deliver. So you guys pray on that. Literally, you guys are terrible. I hope you guys understand that. I hope you guys change your way because this ain't good.
Again, I don't understand. He's making it seem like he's somehow forced to do these gig apps. Like, you know, a lot of times people do these gig apps because they want to circumvent having a 9-to-5, the structure. But, you know, they want the good that comes with it, the freedom, but then they don't want to, you know, take the bad side where, you know, every order you may not get tipped. I mean, you should just, if I was a gig work and I was doing gig work, I would just take the order at face value. Whatever the order is, if it was $5 for 6 miles for $5, I would just assume I'm getting $5 for that trip. And then if I get a tip, hey, that's a bonus, but I wouldn't be banking on it. You see, like I said, what you're going to see in a lot of these videos is these gig workers get so upset when a person doesn't tip and they feel like you're mandated to tip them. And I just don't understand. I mean, ultimately, like I said, they're not making the food. They're literally picking the food up and driving it to the location. I mean, I don't understand why they get so upset when a person doesn't tip. And in a lot of cases, they already know that the order that they chose to accept as an independent contractor, as a 1099, either had a low tip or no tip.
Fuming. I am completely angry. Like, I am so sick of people. Like, so tonight I was like, hey, I need to get a little bit more to make ends meet. Why don't I do DoorDash? And I did DoorDash for the first time in a long time. And the first tip I had was 1 cent. You know what I did? I went off on him. I was like, really? Like, so basically it was a no contact order. They were hiding behind their door, being pathetic and being childish and a coward and hiding behind the door when they tip me 1 cent. Like, that's the worst tip I've ever gotten for DoorDash. Actually, no, it gets worse. Then I had.
Yeah, now that's a little bit nasty. I mean, to tip somebody 1 cent, and especially if you did it intentionally, yeah, that's a little bit diabolical. That's a slap in the face. I will give her
A
that.
couple other deliveries and I got $0. Tonight I got $0, 2 no tip deliveries. Like, if you cannot afford to deliver, I screwed up my words. If you cannot afford to tip, then do not order delivery. Do not.
Okay, I want to address that. That's a common thing you see from people who do these in the gig space. Don't order if you can't afford to tip. But my thing is, if these people who they didn't order if they couldn't afford to tip, then these same gig workers will be complaining about how the lack of demand in their area and how it's not busy, how they can't make no money. So it's a double-edged sword. I mean, if you don't, you don't want people to use the service if they don't tip, then you'll complain that, like I said, it's not enough demand in your area. And then you get mad when these people do use the service and you do make some type of money and you get a low tip or no tip. I mean, it's like, the more and more I'm seeing these videos of some gig workers, they do seem very entitled. It's like, they almost expect you to give them a tip when that's really not the case at all. Like I said, they're not forced to do this type of work. This is 1099. In a lot of these cases, they know what they're accepting before they deliver it. So there's no reason to be upset if you accepted a no tip or low tip order when that's what you chose to do. I mean, you're operating as a business owner. I mean, it's like they want the best of both worlds. They want the freedom of gig work, but then they still want like the guarantee and security of a 9 to 5, and you can't have it both ways.
Not. It's a slap in the face. It's disrespectful to workers. And you think I'm just going to let you walk over me? No. I confront every single person today because I'm fed up with it. I've done pizza delivery. I've done a lot of delivery driving in my life, and I'm tired of people stiffing me. They think it's okay, or because of what? They think the delivery fee is included? No, it's not. Like, I might get a little bit of money, but basically delivery drivers rely on tips to freaking survive. Like, what the actual fuck?
Again, you chose to pick an occupation or a line of gig work that depends on tips. You made that choice with your free will. You can't turn around and be upset at the customer because they're not tipping you enough. Again, like I said, if you ever used any of these apps, DoorDash, Uber Eats, it's an exorbitant amount of fees that they charge. If you get something for $15, by the time that thing is all said and done, you're probably paying close to, $28 to $30, $33 for that order. And it literally even says delivery fee. So, I mean, most people assume that money is going towards, the driver. So, like I said, a lot of these gig workers are so quick to get upset at the customers that are using the service, but they won't, voice the same anger and outrage at these companies.
Like, I don't understand why everybody in this universe is so crappy. Not everybody, that's an exaggeration, but a good amount of people. It's like, what did I do to you? Like, you just ruined my night. Like, and you think I'm just gonna let you walk over me and not tip? I mean, obviously I can't control if they tip, but you think I'm just gonna let you walk?
Sorry to keep pausing, but like that's another thing I'm noticing with a lot of these gig workers. I'm noticing some level of mental instability. Like they take it so personal. Like it's like a personal attack if a person doesn't tip them, or it seems like I'm not gonna obviously not say all, but it does seem there's like a percentage out there, people doing gig work who are not too mentally sound.
Walk over me and not say anything? No, I used to do that. No, I don't care anymore because that's so rude. Like, that's completely disrespectful. It's like a slap in the face. It's like, hey, I don't care about anyone else but myself. I'm going to be a cheapskate and not tip. Like, that just, like, ruined my night. And I'm just, like, raging. Like, if I was, like, an animated character, there'd be fire coming out of my freaking head and eyes and everything. Like, I am fuming. Like, and then, man,
Again, why continue to do a line of work that get you so frustrated, get you so upset, and is clearly causing you mental anguish? Why not just do something different? Or why not, like I said, only accept orders that meet your standard?
just can't deal with people. I just can't. I just heard something that's really creepy. I just heard somebody outside and I'm not really sure. That creeped me out really bad because I don't see anyone around me. Anyways.
Might want to pull off.
But that is my TED Talk for today because I needed to vent. I need to get it out because people think it's okay not to tip, and that's honestly fucked up. I hope they have a terrible night, and I hope they can go I hope their day is ruined, just like mine was. Like, I know you're not supposed to wish evil on people as a Christian, but honestly, they kind of deserve it, and it's kind of justified because it's kind of just an asshole move.
Man,
who else can relate? Like,
she's literally having a manic breakdown because someone didn't tip her. Again, like I said, why would you choose to be in a line of work that causes you this much mental anguish? Just doesn't make sense to me.
You feel somebody didn't tip you, lady? Answer me. Answer me.
Well, you won't let me talk. So.
Here, why don't I slap some sense into you?
You're not gonna. Are you serious?
Wow. Like I said, some of these gig workers are risking their life. He's risking an assault charge because someone didn't give him a $5 tip. Again, like I said, like, why continue to accept orders like this where you know they have no tip or a low tip? When are some of these gig workers going to take a personal accountability that they chose these orders? You know, they love to say that they're independent contractors, they're 1099, they're their own boss. You chose to select the order. You know what you're getting paid up front. So why not just take that at face value?
Recording it. Let me tell you something else.
Accepted the back.
Let me tell you something else, lady. You Swiftie wannabe. You're the only customer that I have had that did not tip me.
I don't tip
I want
anybody.
you to know that.
I don't tip anybody.
Is that disturbing to you or what?
No, I just don't believe that we should give out
It's funny
free
how
handouts.
every single customer that I've been to has tipped me, and you're the only one that
I
hasn't.
don't believe in tipping, okay?
Yeah, well, you know
Why
what?
do you need such a...
This man is literally about to stroke out over a $5 tip. Again, why put yourself in a position where you're literally causing yourself mental anguish, putting your health in jeopardy all over a tip? Why not just choose another line of work? I mean, I just don't get it.
handout? Why doesn't your job pay
I don't
you enough?
believe in Swiftie wannabes.
Okay, is that all you can say?
Again, like you said, he unpacked all these things, got the order all the way there. Now he's going to put this stuff all the way back in his trunk, waste more gas going back to the Walmart or wherever he got this stuff from, then have to wait to return it, and then ultimately not get paid anything for this order. It just, like I said, doesn't make sense. And on top of that, he'll probably get deactivated because they had this on camera. Wow. Yeah, you're seeing this right. This is a DoorDash driver or some type of delivery driver literally licking or spitting on these person's drinks. Like I said, he should be in prison. Hopefully they found this guy and he gets jail time for it. This is absolutely disgusting and sick. And just thank God for the Ring doorbell, or else we never would have known. Like I said, this is really disturbing.
You know what? This shit right here is exactly what the fuck I be talking about. What if there was no cameras? You feel? I mean, it's obvious that the lid is wet, but like, what? This is what I mean when I say either it's probably had something to do with a fucking tip, or just you just ignorant as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But like, nobody's obligated. Like, you are not obligated to pick up the fucking order. You are not obligated. Even if they decide to tip you 50 cents, $1, whatever the fuck, you chose to pick up the order. Just because you in the mood, you feeling some kind of motherfucking way because you didn't get the tip that you felt like you deserve. You want to, man, what? It's like, how you know people ain't in the mindset to come and find your ass for doing some shit like that?
Exactly. Like I said, to go this far, like if you're this upset about people not tipping, you just don't need to be on the platform at all. Just get a job. Just get a 9-to-5. Go work at McDonald's. Go work at a warehouse. I mean, military, anything you can do. If you're getting this upset to the point where you're going to spit or lick on someone's drink, and then, like I said, if that camera wasn't there, they would unknowingly then drink this stuff, not knowing what type of diseases you could have. This is insane. Like I said, I'm giving you guys the insight. Like I said, this is not all gig workers, But a lot of them have this mindset, if you don't tip them, that they think it's okay to tamper with your food or do some fun or take your order back. It's insane.
How you doing?
Is Taco Bell?
Yeah, you ever heard of no tip, no trip?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? So you know what no tip, no trip is, and you chose not to tip on the order? And you know what it is? That's even better.
Didn't know about that.
Man, stop playing with me. What?
You didn't know?
So here we have a DoorDash delivery driver essentially almost basically intimidating a customer because he did not tip. Again, a tip that he probably knew, an order that he knew up front, whether it was a tip or low tip on it.
So first you did, and I mean, I ain't mad. Look, you finna get your food either way. I ain't finna do nothing crazy. I'm just trying to see. Cause like, I'm gonna be straight with you. People who bag the tip out, they kind of suck. We call them miserable clown, and we call them, we no tip, no trip. Eat their food, don't bring it to room 145, leave it outside in the cold, 0 degrees. So it kind of look bad when you don't tip, then it's not even like.
You heard it himself. He's literally telling you that gig workers intentionally tamper with the food, take it to the wrong address, leave it in the wrong area that it's not designated to be in, all because they didn't get a $3, $4, $5 tip.
Like it's a house, it's a motel, 2 different sides, extra steps, no tip. Then they most likely to say, oh, they never got it. It's like it's 0 degrees outside. So it's a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I try to do this to make sure the other drivers in the area, for one, don't have to deal with these orders. They can actually make some money. I like to make the customer feel bad, because you should. Why you don't go get it yourself? And I waited 20 minutes there for this food. Now, I got YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making money off of that. But the drivers who pick up these orders, they ain't making no money the hour when they pick up these trash offers like this. And I got it in the hot bag for you, ready to go. They don't expect me to pull up and say, hey, man, what the...
He said, I got it in the hot bag for you, like he was doing the customer a favor. DoorDash, doesn't DoorDash and these other apps make you have some type of bag, insulated bag, to try to keep the food as warm as possible? Again, like I said, he wants credit and a pat on the back for things that he's supposed to be doing.
What's going on? But I'm hurt, and this is what I do. So if you can, and if you can't afford it, man, just make a sandwich or something. Like straight up. Like people make their money doing it. And if you can't afford the tip, don't use the service, bro. Give me a 1 star. You can give me a negative 1 star. I don't give a damn. Right. So don't do it no more.
Me and that dude would have been rumbling without a doubt. This man sat here and lectured a grown man about why he didn't tip when he already accepted the order knowing that it wasn't a tip or a low tip on there. Like I said, I'm really starting to think some of these DoorDash drivers are not too mentally sound.
That's a 15-20-minute drive.
It's not. You need to try to drive it. I just drove it. It's 40 minutes.
Well, we decided to check for ourselves. The restaurant was in Comac, New York. The house was in Smithtown. According to Google Maps, that's a 5.5-mile drive and should take only 12 minutes.
I think you need to adjust your tip.
Just imagine your food delivery person coming to drop off your food and telling you that you need to adjust your tip when she knew from the gate how much she was going to get paid for this order. And it says DoorDash order takes food back because of $8 tip. So it's not even like this is not even a situation where this person didn't tip. They tipped $8 and she felt that wasn't enough, even though she accepted the order, and she wanted to come to this customer's house and make a scene. Make it make sense.
To make it right.
So, what was the tip?
You gave an $8 tip.
What the hell are you looking for? I gave an $8.
Okay, I'm going to bring the food back. I'm going to bring the food back. Okay.
That's right. She took the food back. So, who was it?
Literally, again, like I said, she brought this order all the way here, already knowing what she was going to get paid, had the audacity to ask the customer to adjust the tip, and when they wouldn't, she walked away and took the food. Again, people like this should not even be on the platform at all. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I wrong? Am I off base? Are these gig workers, or some of them, like I said, not all, have a sense of entitlement, like you owe them a tip just for them doing what they signed up for? Let me know in the comments below. Again, don't forget to check out the video I did a day ago It is titled DoorDash Drivers Are Fed Up with Customers Not Tipping, The Harsh Reality of Gig Work. I will leave the link in the description below. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.